Good morning. This is the hot topic and fresh news. Today's date is the 10th of April, 2024. We have some urgent news to discuss. Elon Musk, the tech mogul and owner of X, formerly Twitter, is in a serious feud with Astrid de Moraes, a judge from Brazil's Supreme Court. Why is that? Moraes ordered X to block several accounts, including a blogger and 2 members of Congress, as part of the crackdown on digital militias spreading online disinformation. Musk retorted, calling this move a violation of law and people's will, and even asked for Moraes' resignation or impeachment. In response, Moraes didn't hold back, and an investigation of Musk for obstruction of justice and incitement to commit crimes has been initiated. This clash has further intensified Brazil's political polarization, with Musk gaining support from Jair Bolsonaro, Brazil's former right-wing populist president, while the New York Times praised Moraes as a defender of democracy. We also have reports of Brazilian Congress considering a law to combat fake news, which has been met with resistance from tech companies and right-wing lawmakers. This impasse led the Supreme Electoral Court to issue resolutions for the upcoming municipal elections to tackle misleading party advertising, hate speech, anti-democratic statements, and the use of artificial intelligence. We will keep you updated on this developing story as more information becomes available. Over to you, David. Good morning. This is your host, Emily.
And joining you today is David.
We're here together, bringing you the most pressing news on Hot Topic and Fresh News every single day. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss anything. Now, straight to the hot topics.
This feud between Elon Musk and Brazil's Supreme Court Justice Astrid de Moraes appears to be escalating. What led to this confrontation?
Musk's social media platform, X, formerly known as Twitter, was ordered by Moraes to block several accounts, including a blogger and 2 members of Congress. This is part of Brazil's attempt to crack down on digital militias who spread disinformation online. Musk responded strongly, accusing Moraes of aggressive censorship and betrayal of the Brazilian constitution.
And how did Musk react to the court's order to block these accounts?
Musk announced he would defy the court order, reactivate the blocked accounts, and lift all restrictions. He even went as far as stating he is willing to lose all revenue in Brazil and shut down the office there, citing principles over profit.
Wow, that's a bold move. And how did Moraes respond to this defiance?
Moraes ordered federal police to launch an investigation into Musk for obstruction of justice and incitement to commit crimes. Musk is also under investigation as part of the broader probe into anti-democratic digital militias and their financing.
And how has the public and political reaction been to this conflict?
The feud seems to have deepened Brazil's political polarization. While the New York Times praises Moraes as a defender of democracy, former right-wing populist President Jair Bolsonaro has lauded Musk as a legend of freedom.
Could this power struggle have any political implications?
It appears Bolsonaro is trying to leverage the feud to further his political agenda. He's called on his supporters to protest for freedom. His son Eduardo, a member of parliament, also plans to convene an expert hearing on Twitter's censorship in Brazil.
Can you elaborate on what the Twitter files are?
These are internal Twitter documents that Musk published on X after acquiring the platform. Musk handed these over to a select group of journalists and writers, including U.S. author Michael Shellenberger, who has been very vocal in his criticism of Justice Moraes.
What sort of accusations has Shellenberger made?
Shellenberger accuses the Brazilian Supreme Court, and Moraes in particular, of committing several legal offenses. He claims Moraes ordered X to hand over users' personal data for using hashtags Moraes disliked, and that Moraes requested access to X's internal data against its guidelines.
And what's the counter-argument to these accusations?
Fernando Boscardin, a Brazilian lawyer who teaches at the University of Miami School of Law, argues that Shellenberger isn't truly concerned about freedom of expression. Instead, he suggests Shellenberger's real intention is to prevent the regulation of social media platforms similar to the European model. Shifting gears a bit, an interesting development has occurred in Brazilian legislature. A Apparently, there's a new law in the pipeline aimed at combating fake news. This law has been in the making since 2020, but has faced pushback from tech companies and right-wing lawmakers. The Supreme Electoral Court has passed resolutions for the upcoming municipal elections on October 6, requiring efficient instruments to combat misleading party advertising, hate speech, anti-democratic statements, and the use of artificial intelligence.
That's quite a development. And how are misinformation experts reacting to Musk's accusations against the Brazilian judiciary?
Misinformation experts interviewed by Brazilian daily O Globo felt that Musk's accusations against the Brazilian judiciary went too far. So, it's quite a complex situation and the stakes are high, especially with the upcoming municipal elections.
How do legal experts in Brazil perceive Musk's defiance of court orders?
Yasmin Kurzi, a lawyer and professor at a Rio de Janeiro university, stated that if Musk believes the Constitution has been violated, he should seek clarification from a court. She noted that his threat to defy court orders is seen as a violation of national sovereignty.
This has certainly been a complex situation with potential global implications. It's clear this story is still unfolding, and we'll need to keep our eyes on the developments.
That's right. It also underlines the power and influence social media platforms like X hold, not only in shaping dialogue, but also in challenging national sovereignty and legal frameworks. The roles and responsibilities of such platforms, as well as their owners, are certainly a hot topic right now. It's been a pleasure to have you with us today on Hot Topic and Fresh News. We've tackled some challenging topics, diving deep into the ongoing saga involving Musk, Twitter, and the Brazilian judiciary. We encourage you to engage with us, share your thoughts in the comments, and continue these important discussions in your circles. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you won't miss our next episodes. Your involvement truly makes a difference.
Hey, and remember, we're here with fresh news every day, so clear your schedules. We've got some exciting topics on the horizon you won't want to miss. So be sure to tell your friends about us. Get those discussions going at the dinner table, the water cooler, or wherever you like to chat about the big issues of the day.
We greatly appreciate your time and dedication to staying informed with us. We're looking forward to unpacking more news stories with you next time.
Until then, remember, stay in the loop, keep your eyes on the news. Our channel's content will amuse.